Hey everybody, this video was originally recorded as a discussion between Weebo Jones and myself, where I count down what I consider to be the hottest women in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Weebs, well, she sits there and judges my taste in women, and the women themselves, of course. Originally it was entirely one video, but it ended up being a little long, so I broke it into two parts. The first video, which you're about to see, is the list of the women that didn't make the list. The second video is going to be the top 10 list itself.
You got some unhappy people out there.
Fucking Paulie, right?
Hot damn, here we go again. Hot damn, here we go again. Hot damn.
Hey everybody, welcome to a comic book curation one-shot. I am joined here by none other than Weebo Jones. Say hi, Weebs.
Hi, Weebs.
Cool. So, I am going to be counting down the hottest women in the MCU films. And why am I doing this?
He's a pig.
Because, okay, sure, I'm a pig. A lot of people talk about it. They say so-and-so is hotter than so-and-so, and I find myself in disagreement with a lot of these lists, and I fully expect to catch a lot of hate because, well, my taste ain't your taste.
That is what I'm here for.
I would ask everybody to remember one thing. It's a good thing that men have different tastes in women. Otherwise, there'd be hundreds of millions of men chasing after the same one woman, and nobody wants that. Think about it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, to start things off, I am going to be only considering women that are inside the MCU cinematic universe, the films themselves, which won't include any of the television shows. Originally, it was a list of some 19 women. I ended up pairing that, and I'm going to explain to Weebo why, and be throwing up the various pictures that I'm looking at while we're describing this. So.
Oh boy, I'm ready. I think.
So, Cate Blanchett did not make the list, unfortunately. She plays Hela in Thor Ragnarok. She's the one woman that I actually feel bad about not including on the list because she's pretty. She's a pretty woman, you know? Don't you think?
I guess. She's got that same sunken looking problem that I have with the Scarlet Witch character.
Oh, we'll be getting to her. Looking at a picture of her, I'm like, I don't know. Didn't she deserve to be somewhere near the bottom, even if I didn't think that she was all that? But anyway, whatever. She didn't get on. Okay.
That's fair.
Next woman that I don't feel remotely bad about excluding from the list is
all right.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Really?
Yes. I'm not including Gwyneth Paltrow because she's got weird lips and a weird smile. I just... like, look at her here. Like, this is just... who wants to wake up every morning looking at this?
There's not a lot of enthusiasm there in that smile.
That's what I'm saying. She strikes me as very, I don't know what you want to call it, plain Jane. There's just nothing that jumps out at me. I'm not saying she's ugly. She just doesn't do it for me, so she didn't make the list.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I can respect that decision.
Okay. Pom Klementieff.
What? Who? What?
I don't know how you say her name. Pom Klementieff.
Clementine.
Let's go with that. She plays Mantis in the Guardians of the Galaxy film.
Oh, okay, yeah, now I see it. I was like, who is she?
Yeah, she strikes me as a person we grabbed out of general casting. Not a big deal. So, like, I'm not, again, she's not ugly. It's just, I look at her and I think, hey, there she is. And that's about it.
Okay, that's fair. When compared to probably the rest of your list, I guess, of course, you're going to have to exclude certain people based off of that premise alone. All right. I'll give you that one.
Now, moving on to someone else excluded, Rene Russo.
Who?
I think Rene Russo looked old when she was 20.
What? Who was? Yeah, I feel bad. I'm having trouble placing what movie she's from.
Rene Russo played Frigga or Fraga. That's Thor's mother.
Oh, okay, that's why. Because I don't pay a lot of attention to Thor.
Now, don't get me wrong. When she's done up in the whole, like, get up as, like, an Asgardian queen and stuff, she looks really cool. But we're not talking about how cool she looks necessarily in her costume. We're talking about the woman herself. And I've never liked Rene Russo. I know a lot of guys like, oh, man, did you see her in that? I'm like, all of those ass shots were body doubles, bro. Wake up. Like it.
You know that for a fact.
I don't know it for a fact, but I would be willing to bet a relatively small amount of money those are a bunch of body doubles. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
This is the weirdo cougar at the bar hitting on guys who just turned 21. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but also from this angle, her teeth do not look like they line up with her face appropriately enough. Do you see it?
Now
She's got that Tom Cruise off-center smile.
Now that you mention it. Now that you mention it, yes, I do see what you mean.
Yep, so I'm okay with this decision to knock her off the list.
Okay. Also knocked off the list is Evangeline Lilly. She played Hope Van Dyne in Ant-Man.
In this picture, sure, but I've seen her looking better. I don't think you picked a very generous picture. I'm just going to say that, all right?
Okay, you know what? I hear you. I know what you're saying. There she is.
Yeah.
I mean, yay. All right. Coming along as the next one I'm knocking off the list is Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman is so obnoxious that her holier than thou condescending fucking attitude actually makes her uglier than she really physically is.
Now, Polly, I have a problem with what you've just the sentiment that you've just expressed here, because a number of people have how do I put this? Compared my looks to that of Natalie Portman in my comments sections, and so I feel a little bit personally attacked right now. All right, even though you've also specified that it's her personality, not her looks, that have knocked her off the list. I feel very attacked.
Fair enough, but you shouldn't feel attacked. And if there's one thing that we should point out about Miss Portman over here is leave your nose alone. What are you doing to your nose?
Oh, dear
Look
God.
at this. Look.
Oh, dear God.
This now this is obviously a younger picture of her. That's very much clear. But are you trying to tell me at whatever 13, 14 that she obviously wasn't pretty then and wasn't going to grow up to be very pretty? I would say, fuck yes. What the fuck was wrong with your nose? Why did you do this to it?
Okay. She kind of looks like, Celine Dion inspired her nose.
Okay, so when people say like, oh, you kind of look like Natalie Portman, you know what? Maybe in and around the eyes and stuff, you haven't turned your eyebrows into a geometric sculpture like she has.
Oh, no. I have spectacular eyebrows. Thank you very much, Polly.
I encourage you to leave them the hell alone because they're fine. And anybody who suggests to a woman that I think you could use for a nose job, they're probably wrong. Ladies,
yeah, don't let anyone talk you into that.
Surgical sculpture. What the fuck? What did you do that for? So anyway.
It's not just the personality, it's also the nose.
It's the personality, and when the fact that she fucked her nose up so she no longer has like as much character to her face. And in my opinion, whenever she smiles, I get vacant, vapid, moronic. Like, just look at this. This is vapid.
I think it's just because the smile doesn't quite meet her eyes that it looks vapid. Like a genuine smile is going to crinkle the eyes a little bit, but this is not that. But if you go back to the original picture that you were showing me.
Right there.
Holly, the longer I stare at her, the more insane the smile gets. It's like she's gonna attack me with a knife or something. She's gonna start crawling on the floor. So she's got that Joker smile going on right now. It's a little bit terrifying.
Perhaps we should move on then.
Please.
So, Zoe Saldana did not make the list, unfortunately. There are so many...
In costume?
Yeah, well, some of these pictures are going to be her in costume. Some of the women are going to be them in costume. Some of them not. Most of this come down to various pictures that I selected for various reasons. But this is her in costume, obviously, is Gamora in green paint, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Some people find Zoe Saldana to be absolutely stunning. There she is with her sexy, determined look. I'm going to go with that as a description.
That looks like a painting rather than an actual picture. So
Well,
I wouldn't use that as a reference, but I think she looks pretty.
there's Zoe out of makeup, and I'm not saying she's ugly. Some people find her absolutely stunning. I don't. She's also got laugh lines more indented than a 90-year-old smoker. It's just the look of her face. I'm not a big fan.
Hey, Polly, all right? That's mean, all right? You want a girl who can laugh a lot. It's important.
Well, let me tell you something about this picture right here.
Yeah.
Her laugh lines have been airbrushed out because they are
Oh.
permanently indented into the side of her face.
Yeah.
It's, and, whatever. Everybody has characteristics of their face. We're here to be judgmental, and I'm not a big fan. That's all I'm saying.
All right, that's fine. I just personally think that laugh lines are a sign of character that is important in a woman, because if the woman doesn't laugh, what is she there for?
Are you trying to say that women are there to laugh at men's jokes? Is that?
No, they're there to laugh at men.
Oh. Here's the next character here's the next MCU woman that just blows guys away with how beautiful she is here. All kinds of guys talking about her. She didn't make it because I'm just like that. Elizabeth Olsen, who played Scarlet Witch. You want to talk about a weirdo, over-practiced smile? There it is right there.
At least it lines up with the center of her face.
Is that your concern with smiles? You seem to be really into symmetry.
Well, no, just with the teeth, because that's fixable, and she is a grown woman, so, I mean, there is no excuse to not have symmetry in your smile. My problem with her is that she looks like her eyes have sunken into her skull, and she looks like a skeleton, almost. In certain pictures, not in this one.
Well, this is her in costume, obviously, and they put some pretty dark professional lady of leisure eyeshadow on her, in my opinion.
Lady of leisure. And Polly, explain to me what that means.
It's a whore.
Ah, a whore. I see.
Here she is in probably the sexiest picture I could find of her. I don't know, man. She's just still doesn't do it for me. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, this is one of the better pictures that I've seen.
And this is a result of the best makeup artists they could possibly find and the best lighting experts they could possibly hire. And...
Harsh, Polly. Polly.
There she is in her normal guise, which is something that you hear guys talk about all the time. It's like, holy shit, man, you see them tits? It's like, yeah, man, I saw the tits. I'm just not a fan. I don't know what to tell you. Weebs, any? See, here she is in costume again.
I don't know why you keep driving the nail home. We already discussed that she looks like she's a skeleton. She's already halfway dead.
As the list goes on, numbers 10 through 1, am I going to hear increasing commentary on any woman that's not of significant girth?
Well, it's just in the face shape, and mainly because I come from a place of bias in that I have enough face to have dimples, and I like dimples, and so that's very important. Although I will say I like the shape of her mouth. It is, like, not in this picture, the other one.
Hold on, that one.
Yes.
See, what I find interesting is that when they put her in makeup, she actually appears to have an upper lip. But then when you see her in real life, oh wow, it really disappears when she smiles, doesn't it?
Well, when women smile, their upper lip kind of retracts itself into the mouth.
You just wait until some of the pouty-lipped goddesses in the top 10.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair.
The final person who didn't make the list is Liv Tyler. I don't know why, I just find her boring. I don't know how else to describe it. She's certainly not ugly. She's a pretty woman. Some people find her captivating. I don't. I just find her, I don't know. I just don't get interested. There isn't much there.
Wait, who is she?
Liv Tyler plays Betty Ross in The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, you know where I know her from? She was in Lord of the Rings, and she also played one of the least intriguing characters in that franchise as well.
You know what? You took the words right out of my mouth, because I was just about to say, I know that some people are going to be angry by, what are you talking about? She played
Arwen, I think. Yeah, she played an elf. She played Arwen, I believe. Yeah.
But some people absolutely treasure Liv Tyler, if only from that role. So,
yeah.
Whatever. So let's get on to the list, the actual list, as it were.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, that was part 1. Make sure to check out part 2 for the top 10 list itself.